So there are a lot of videos on TikTok, especially about college.
I work in retail making basically minimum wage, and I have 2 bachelor's degrees.
I'm literally having like a midlife crisis. Like all these jobs I hear are paying $23, $24, $25 an hour.
Got an associate's.
Associates in dance?
Yeah. And
what are we going to do with that?
There was an article a while back, and we talked about her briefly, that she quit teaching and went to Costco. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, it made national news. She's like, I make more at Costco.
I've been working retail for this full season in my first year not teaching, and I've never had this type of energy, or everything is better. I can't believe that I ever felt so limited, that I ever thought that I couldn't do something else.
Today, I'm going to be talking about a little bit how to get through college, but also in life in general, and what happens after you graduate college.
So many speak on the bottom and never know the feel, or how it looks at the top, or if it's even real.
Living my life, I can change how much you.
Better talk to him.
I'm gonna take my time.
So I went to Sacramento State University, Stingers up.
Take it away, Trevor.
So what is the theory?
It's really a great college. I know a lot of people try to make an issue about what college you go to. Does the college you go to dictate if you'll be successful or not? Me personally, I strongly disagree. I believe it's all about the degree you have and what you do during your time when getting that degree, like doing internships, volunteering in nonprofits and such. It doesn't really matter what college you go to, just what you do during your time.
What I'm telling these students is that you need to make that decision before you get there. You don't take on $150,000 in student debt and do 3 years of college and say, you know what, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Right.
Those poor decisions that you can make that decision. No one's saying you can't make it, but there's extreme consequences.
I'm going to be sharing with you guys some context. The only reason I'm sharing with you guys my personal life is because it kind of ties into my college experience. So when I grew up, I really didn't have that much. My mom and I and my brother, we used to go around the railroad tracks with garbage bags, and we would collect recycle. And as a kid, sometimes I would dig through other people's bins and I would take their recyclable items and put it in my bag, right? Probably illegal, I don't know. And I didn't know why we were doing this, but it's just something that we did. So we took joy out of it, and we got to explore the city that I grew up in. We would sell the recycle, and that money that we got, we would buy food at the taco truck, or we would go to McDonald's. So we were struggling a lot. So I'm not going to dive too deep into my childhood. I'm just giving you guys some breadcrumbs to kind of paint a picture. Back to high school. After I graduated high school, I decided to pursue my Bachelor's of Arts in Film Production. But little did I know is that sometimes your passion doesn't always pay out. When people ask you, what do you want to do? You say what's in your heart. And it's a very exciting thing, but it can also be scary and sad at the same time. But during college, I was making a lot of videos, especially my first year of college. I was hustling, and I was making a lot of videos for nonprofits. I was doing internships, and anything I could get my hands on, I was just editing and filming.
So the next time you get out of bed and you grab your camera and you walk out the door, right before you hit the record button, ask yourself, what story do you want to tell? Thank you.
They really don't think we can keep doing this. They don't think we can keep making hits.
My name's Chris. I work with Amcor Rigid Packaging. Within Amcor, we process that.
Yeah, I started on a 50 mil lens. Now I'm about to bag 50 mil yen. I can shoot all cream like Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you have to face it. Let's get back to basics. I'ma take the shot like it's a vaccination. I don't have the patience. I'ma shoot right now. Yeah, we undefeated and you gon' lose right now. Like click, 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 swish. I can switch it up anytime like this. I'm a videographer and I'm on the verse. So when I shoot my shot, I don't miss. I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot. Take the shot, take the shot. Pull up and take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, Take the shot, take the shot. Ooh, I develop film, not feelings.
So I was doing really good in college. I was building a lot of connections and I had a great reputation when it came to filmmaking. And there was a time about my second year of college when the pandemic hit. I started to have a lot of doubts about my bachelor in film production because when your family is suffering and they're going through a lot and people around you are suffering, something in you, it clicks in that you need to stop what you're doing and you need to be factual. You need to be very realistic about things. And fortunately, I had a professor who did share with me the numbers of how much people who graduated with a art degree and the jobs they ended up with. And I talked to other seniors who graduated and most of the people who graduated, especially with a degree in film production, they didn't pursue it or they couldn't. They either got a job in insurance or a corporate job working for Walmart or Target, and I was really surprised. Officially, this is my second year of college. I decided to leave filmmaking behind and to pursue something sustainable. So I went to become a garbage man.
Don't cry, Trevor.
Let me tell you, man, do not quit. It's not worth it. There's so many good things on the other side. Now you can do whatever the hell you want to do, right? I'm not telling you what to do. And if he was in your shoes, he wouldn't think one fucking bit to quit. He'd lay it in there and he'd put the work in.
So I decided to leave filmmaking behind. And my next step was I wanted to drop out of college and I wanted to join the military, specifically the Navy, because from what I was told by the recruiter joining the Navy, they're a little bit more lenient in terms of health conditions. And without getting too personal, I couldn't get past MEPS. And the recruiter, we did the best that we could, but I couldn't get past the MEPS. So after I did my time for California Waste, which was about 2 years, I decided that I wanted to work at the airport.
Big, I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground.
But no, Sarah, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate what you've done, and your last act, and wish you nothing but success. I know you.
It's my time to count for them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They were sleeping on me.
So I know you're probably wondering what's happening at college, because it kind of sounds like you skipped over it, but let me explain. When I left filmmaking behind, I still decided to pursue my bachelor's. I wasn't going to drop out of college because my parents invested a lot into me, especially my dad, and California Waste invested a lot in me. I was able to buy my first car because of California Waste, and they helped me pay for college. And they were telling me that I should not drop out of college. The best you can do is to get your bachelor's degree because it will mean something. It will mean something. It does have some type of weight. So I kept what they were saying to me close to heart. And I decided not to drop out of college and to keep hustling and to keep pushing through. So after I graduated college, I got my bachelor's in film production, but I wasn't going to pursue it. It was something, like I said, that I left behind. I stayed at the airport because I was already a supervisor. You can make a lot of money at the airport and you can rise up through the ranks if you wanted to. And so I was hoping I would get some type of promotion after I got my bachelor's degree. A week later, the CEO called me. He told me that he heard great things about me. And the director of operations, he said some great things about me as well, because I would work with the director of operations from time to time when the station manager wasn't there. He wanted to hire me or promote me to the station manager because the station manager was going to move on to bigger and better things. And so I was shocked. But the first thing I said was, yes, I'll do it. I had no idea what I was signing myself up to. This was a very big opportunity for me because I love my job at the airport. I love working with people, and it's just a different environment there. It's just, you feel free. It's a sense of freedom. I found my passion in something else. And this kind of ties back into California ways, where being a garbage man is a terrible job, but what you learn from that is it's not the job that matters, it's the people that you work with that make a difference in your life. Because sometimes when you're working so much, you see the people you work with more than you see your actual family, right? The people you work with start to be your family. So that's a lesson that I learned working at Cal Waste and having good work ethics, and that paid off. I left filmmaking behind to pursue something sustainable. I was able to take care of myself, and just to be transparent, starting out, station manager at an airport can make $30 an hour, and that's just starting out. You have a 6-month probation period. After you pass that 6-month probation period, you can make about $40 an hour. And I'm not trying to put anyone down pursuing filmmaking, because what I'm about to say is going to sound a little bit crazy.
New tonight, more than 120 people were arrested and 2 16-year-old girls rescued. This was all part of their large-scale undercover operation this month.
There are no days off for child sexual predators.
And so a law enforcement agency gave me a phone call, and they said that they wanted to hire me. So long story short, I left the airport and I decided to work for the Sacramento Sheriff's Office to pursue filmmaking.
Come on out, hands up!
Keep your hands up, I don't care.
There's a girl in the bathroom. Please! Okay. Hey, bodies upstairs, please. Hey, bodies.
I was making a lot of videos, and I was able to dive back into my creative passions.
And I graduate the academy tomorrow.
And it's been an adventure. I got to travel. I can't say where, but I was able to travel all over the place, not just here in Sacramento. And I stayed in dozens of hotels. I got to go out into so many operations, and whether that's human trafficking. If I didn't graduate college, I didn't have a bachelor's degree, I wouldn't be able to promote at the airport. I wouldn't be able to get these opportunities, such as working for the county. Don't give up on getting your bachelor's degree. Education is very important.
Me too. I was saying I had to take a Buddhism class in college, But I didn't learn what a mortgage was until like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they don't teach you like actual life skills, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like snoozing on school.
But I'm not saying go to college for the education material. I'm saying stay in college for, one, maybe the connections, the relationships, you talk to people, like, you know, you end up talking or having conversations with whether it's professors or like other kids at school that you learn things about them or you learn things about yourself through those conversations where I think it's important.
Because when I was working at the airport as a manager, I didn't just get a call out of the blue to join the sheriff's office. I got that call because when I was in college, I interned for the sheriff's office for about 6 months. Nothing really happened, but I left that and I thought it was an okay internship. But then as you can tell, after I graduated, I ended up getting that phone call. So always be active, be proactive in your community, be proactive in class with your classmates and with your professors. One thing I love about my job is I'm able to travel to a lot of different places, and I've met so many different agencies, whether that's Homeland Security or the FBI, and you'd be surprised how many internship programs the FBI and Homeland Security have. They have paid internship programs for students, so you're a paid intern. And I don't know if it counts as college credit, but I'm pretty sure it does because these are government internship programs. So there are a lot of opportunities, especially when it comes to the government. If you already graduated college, start looking for positions for the United States government. Start looking for positions, whether that's working for the state or for the county. Filmmaking is a big passion of mine. And if it wasn't for filmmaking, I don't think I would have grown as much as I did. I'm so proud that I got to meet so many different people. All that said, I may not stay with filmmaking because there's a part of my job where I can't talk about. And that part of my job is probably the area where I'm going to go into. And I don't want to say when or whatever, but after I finish up all these projects and I settle down, that's probably the area where I'm going to go into. But so take a leap of faith, try to do something that's out of your comfort zone because you won't know until you try it. If you do like this hoodie that I'm wearing, you can check out my website. It's Shopify. Check out my store. It's Sacramento Films. I have Sacramento Films here in the middle and then Sacramento Films on the arm, on the left and the right arm. It's a great hoodie. It's a premium brand. It's really comfortable. And check out my shirt as well. I'm going to start building my website and showing my portfolio of all the videos and film projects that I produce. So feel free to check out my website. It'll be in the description. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know.
See, in your life, everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you could go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what. At your worst moment, look, man, when they told me I had to be in New York, I saw no way I could get there. But that God, though, he make the phone ring out of nowhere. That's what happened to me. That was my moment of never giving up. That's when I first learned that faith was everything, that you have to remain faithful.